Hey there, this is RashestFern96. Playing the Dice has kindly invited me to review one of his recent games, so we're going to be having a look at his Pathfinders into Watapi's Wyrmblade. We're going to go through, have a bit of a look, try to give some constructive criticism, things they could have done better, point out any misplays, and alternatives for how you might want to play this matchup out. So this was from the recent Command Point Tournament Series packet. At the start of each game, players go back and forth, planning missions, until the one that's left is the one that you end up playing. So quite interesting contrast of styles here between Pathfinders and the Wyrmblade. Pathfinders probably wanting to not have a mission action primary, whereas Wyrmblade quite like it. So they end up with loot and salvage, probably not ideal for the Pathfinders. Wyrmblade potentially pop a meticulous plan turns 2 or 3 to be able to loot those points for free so long as you're on a conceal. Deployments are symmetrical-ish. There's that oil tower in the far corner there, the fuel pump thing. Nice bit of advantage in there. I'm not sure there's enough difference between the DZs to warrant taking Defender if you want to roll off. Quite nice for Wyrmblade as well. You've got those 2 L-shaped Octarius pieces. Those are within 6 of both DZs, so that'll be great for sabotage. So again, if you were prepping this ahead of time, I'd probably not be choosing this mission. With infinite time, you probably look through each map, and this would be one of the first ones I'd be banning if I was playing Pathfinders.
Okay, cool. I have Keller.
Interesting, Kellermorph and Sniper taken for the Wyrmblade. The most common thing you're going to see is probably Kellermorph and Locus, but with that fuel pump in the DZ, the Sniper's probably going to try to get up there and get some shots off from conceal. Killing Blow coming in, our target going out for the Pathfinders. Pretty standard, that's what I would have done as well. Let's see what he gets. Vantage, Plant Signal Beacon. Plant Signal Beacon's really good for Pathfinders, especially in this kind of wide DZ where you can get down either side and your opponents can struggle to stop all you guys getting forwards. Killing Blow is really good into Wyrmblade. You should be killing more of them than they are of you. Tough choice between Overrun and Triangulate. Either one works. You could be able to get to the back edge to triangulate, but I'll probably pick Overrun.
So I have a climbing equipment on my grenade launcher. That's this little mark here. Then I have 3 frag grenades on autogun.
Okay, this is interesting. Most of the time, when both players are probably going to be taking 3 blasting charges. Here he's gone for 3 frags, 1 blasting charge. So less damage from the frags, but they are cheaper in equipment points, and they're also having that bigger blast. 2 EMPs is nice for the Pathfinders. Those will be going into the crowds, as well as getting lethal 4 against the cult agents. Potentially I would have been tempted to take a fusion grenade just for that auto kill threat. 2 guys into hiding, 1 each of blasting charges and frag grenade. That's really nice because you can kind of pick which profile you want to go with when you come out. This was pre the most recent FAQ as well, so you're going to see order changing coming out of hiding. That's no longer allowed.
That neophyte placement, by the way, is amazing. I love it. Preventing me from getting any closer than 1 inch, so I can't throw a grenade at the guys behind him. That neophyte right there, the greater good approves.
And nothing ruins the game as much as a freaking EMP bomb, right?
Deployment for Watapi, you've got the seismic cannon, Kellermorph, leader down this side, Icon in the middle, potentially looking to run him up and loot that middle point. Sniper, where we said, next to the fuel pump, Miner Laser on the far side, potentially trying to get up onto that Vantage as well. Not 100% sure that would have been the place I would have put him.
Are you very much a Monka first turn guy?
Yeah, I'm total all-in guy. If you don't die first turn, I'm lost. I don't know what to do.
If you see any of Marv's other games, he is incredibly aggressive. The way I play Pathfinders is probably a little more tentative. So I've really been enjoying watching his games to try and pick up some tips for this kind of playstyle.
But then nothing is impossible, right? If I can suggest certain solutions, you can always EMP yourself. And I would say that it would be for the greater good of the Gene Stealer cards, but it is in a sense a greater good as well.
You got my attention, keep talking.
Put him here. Or here.
I should not ask you questions.
Why? I'm full of helpful advice.
Full of ideas.
Yes. I think you should make me commander of your army. I mean, it would be very fluffy, by the way, if a Genestealer cultist sort of infiltrated your team, and I don't know. That would have been a great ploy or something for them, where, I don't know, they like screw with an order or something.
Give advice. 2 CP.
Dark Whispering.
That's thematic.
By the way, may I interest you in the idea of being eaten by Tyranids? That would be the greater good to just be consumed by biomass.
Dude, I still have so many guys to deploy.
Lots of heavy in the DZs. You can stack up guys and engage there, either on obscuring or completely out of visibility, and try and get some shots off turn 1 with the marker lights. Things I would probably do slightly differently here. You've got Rail Rifle down that left hand side with the climbing equipment. He's nowhere near advantage at the minute. I would either be giving the climber up to somebody else or deploying him somewhere else. The recon drone will engage on the far side as well. I think you could potentially be going conceal though. The thinking being that you could move up on conceal and analyse and be in a better position turn 2. Miles taken recon, so we're going to see one recon move for free from the recon drone and then a second one. So 2 guys moving 3 ahead of a recon sweep move in a second.
And then my assault rifle.
Dashed here.
I will do the Monka.
I will do Riding Ingress.
Okay,
Here.
Riding Ingress, that's really nice, being able to bring those guys through there. Combo of the medic with the Grenadier is really nice as well, being able to ignore that APO penalty when you revive the Grenadier. So this is hyper aggressive already, recon sweep, and also the Monk car played as well.
I will use Meticulous Man.
And yeah, we're going for that turn 1 killing blow, having more than half the team engage, so one reason there to have your recon drone on engage. If you're playing killing blow, you need to try and get a lot of guys on engage, but also having them safe.
It's outside 6 of your deployment.
Nowhere unreachable. Let's place that token down near the objective. I probably would have done something slightly different. You can place on vantages, so I would have probably gone on top of one of the 2 Octarius buildings instead of next to the point, which they're wanting to try and get on anyway. This is the hyper-aggressive Miles way of playing the game. So moving that rail up, trying to one-shot the mining laser. He's got it. That was about a 50%.
55.99.
Although he did have some CPU left if he wanted to go for attack reroll. Moving the Kelemorph to shoot out into the Grenadier. He's got the medic there so he can stay alive. The Kelemorph could potentially double shoot though. Okay, so he's been killed the first time as expected, and the medic could revive him. And yeah, he makes that play. I think that's the right thing to do. Potentially the Kelemorph could shoot a second time here. He's gone for a dash instead. I'm not a huge fan of this play, so moving the Kelemorph out, he is kind of a sitting duck now.
That's my turn. I used one with shadows, not Meticulous Man. I just moved up the wrong ploy at the first turn.
Watapi got 5 hours sleep before this game, and he's played the wrong ploy by accident. But Mob's a nice guy, so he's let him switch it out. Meticulous plan for one with the shadows. Oh no, that's a massive misplay. That Grenadier's down to 1 wound, you've got Montcar on, he's got to move up and throw that fusion into that neophyte next to the Kelemorph.
To be honest, I don't think past Marvin remembered that fancy.
There's no need to go with the gun drone that early. Potentially trying to kill off the Icon Bearer before it can activate, get yourself some more activation advantage, but I don't think you really need to be doing that at this stage. Yeah, so the Icon Bearer survived, now we can loot and pop the Icon as well. This is again another play I'm not a huge fan of. So the drone controller there, moving up and losing the point, I would have rather seen him try to overwatch with the gun drone, and you could have finished off the Icon Bearer or shot into somebody else. That's a nice spot for that neophyte to be. Potentially you could have recon sweep somebody down the side there, just tucked in against those pillars in Marv's bottom right corner, and put some more pressure on that guy.
Shoots the Grenadier. He's the auto.
Yeah, this is a shot I was talking about. Wyrmblade being able to change from conceal to engage with everybody turn 1 and killing the Grenadier. That is a massive waste of him, I'm afraid. And he's going back to conceal with Slink into Darkness, that's the one.
Don't forget about one with the shadows. Light cover is obscuring.
I thought he plays Meticulous Plan.
No. I played one with the shadows. I haven't used, if you see, particular spell at all.
Well, Mob's a nice guy, so he's let him switch it out. One of the shadows will give you obscuring from light cover, so long as you're in conceal order. However, the killer morph isn't engaged, so he would be able to be shot freely at the minute. There is that big piece of heavy in the middle, which is going to make it a little bit more difficult, but you should be able to get shots on him.
To this place. Is he tall enough? Yeah. And he's gonna put 2 marker lights.
The Blooded, he's silent weapon, so that's almost free output turn 1, as long as you can draw a bead on something. Just using him for marker light tokens instead.
But I use my lethal 5-up ability and I use.
This is nice, so the sniper not getting on the vantage this time. So wasting your turn 1 shooting, instead he's sat down on the bottom, ignoring obscuring and taking shots. However, it is able to be passed off onto the recon drone. That's good placement from off there to have the recon drone available to block with safety protocols.
Might be idiotic, but
He didn't
whatever.
switch to conceal.
Oh my god.
Engage, right?
Misunderstanding, so if you stay on conceal you don't get the rerolls from cooldown bush. So that's 4 hits, and taking the recon drone down to 3 wounds. Not a huge fan of this as well. Marv's going for attack reroll to try and prevent your recon drone being injured. It can be quite a killer piece, especially into these softer models, but I probably would have saved the CP there. Holographic readout, letting him tap the point for free, and then doing a move dash. And again, the guys misunderstood this a little bit, thinking the killer morph was obscured from that light cover. So he's not taking the shot at the minute, he's just putting out more marker lights. Not a huge fan of where the leader is finished in the end. He spaced them out outside 1 inch, but this is really nice from Watapi, having that choice of frag grenade or blasting charge.
I throw a frag grenade on the Blooded.
So the blasting charge wouldn't be able to spill over both at this, but frag grenade will. And he's also going to benefit from Relentless from the icon as well. So again, the leader would have probably not had him so close to the other guy here. You can still auto-retain 1 against the grenade that's coming in. So would have auto-retained 1, taking the 2 crits, gone down to 1 without having to roll dice. And then some shots going to the leader as well. So the leader hits on 3s, he's one of your nice pieces as a Pathfinder player. That 4-5 damage gun hitting on 3 is really good into GEQs, and nice that he's managed to escape without getting injured. Okay, so here he's gone for that shot into the killer morph. So potentially you could have just put 1 marker light on him and then taken the shot, hitting on 4s with Relentless, or even just the 1 reroll. Ignoring obscuring, that would have been a free shot for him there. I would have taken that shot with the Transpectral first and then see what happens before doing anything with the recon drone. Potentially trying to light up the icon bearer up to 5 marker lights to try and kill him. It's a lot of activations wasted, but again, trying to get free kills turn 1, but that's just not Marv's style. He's very much turn 1 rush in and kill stuff instead of the patient marker light play.
Give his thing.
Yep. Okay. Gonna plunk down this.
Another guy coming in from hiding, so this is one with the blasting charge. Pretty good into 7 wound models. If you're getting the crits, you can potentially be one-shotting stuff here.
Yeah.
Let's roll 3 dice.
Oh, he needed that. Even so, 6 damage, that guy's now wounded, hitting on 5s, not ideal. Bit of a misplay there from Marv, he thought he had the extra APL from the comms, taking him up to 3, however he did lose 1 for the medic ability, so he only had the 2, and his move dashed him up.
Through the riding ingress, I need to be within 1 of it.
But you can't move through your models.
Yeah, I'm not, I'm passing through like this. I didn't draw it really well. You would paste a token and then within 1 inch of that token you can pass through as if it was a door, so you have the width of the token.
Don't think of it as a door, it's not a door. You have to actually get within 1 inch of the center of the token before you can enable the wall hacks. Before that you have to get there without cheating.
I placed it too far from this guy. That's okay.
So just a little bit of shuffling required there to get through. So as I was saying, the gun drone's gone a little bit too early. He's exposed now. This is completely avoidable damage from a Pathfinder point of view. And you're not going to be able to get good shots back onto that seismic cannon either, because it's probably going to be obscured unless you do something really aggressive.
You can retain for cover.
Drones can only retain if they're on a conceal order. Not able to retain and engage, so that's an illegal retain there. And because of the crits in the seismic cannon, you're stunned as well. Down to 3 and stunned, not a great position to be in with that gun drone right now. Marksman moving up on that side. Yeah, potentially you could have got some free shots into that neophyte in the middle. I would have been looking to clear him out turn 1 before he comes and pressures you. Weapons expert with the climbing rope trying to take a shot. So climbing for just 2. This is technically an illegal shot, so he'd be obscured by the Octarius building in front of him. Bit of a misplay there from the guys, trying to take that shot into the seismic cannon.
Weapons expert is gonna shoot your heavy neophyte gunner.
Yep.
He rolls
So whilst a misplay from Marv, I would say that's something that's on both players. Unfortunate for Watapi that he's lost the guy there from his opponent misunderstanding the rule.
Yeah, I move here and I use the frag profile. It's maybe a bit risky.
So again, order of operations. Marv's gone a little bit early with that rail rifle going into the already activated seismic cannon. So now he's being able to be hit by the blast from the frag grenade profile.
A bit more outside, so I'm more exposed.
Yeah.
Watapi targeting the gun drone first, so we can't pass it off with safety protocols.
Plus you get to retain them 1 for cover.
For the drone.
Yeah.
Okay, so you shoot the drone.
So again, another illegal retain there. But that's not enough. So the gun drone's still down, and now you're going to get that blast into the Pathfinder.
Oof.
Crit and 2 hits.
Ouch. So yeah, while Watapi is lost the Kelomorph, which is a big blow, mining laser and seismic cannon as well. There are a lot of wounded guys on Marv's team.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can roll a 6. You got it.
Initiative goes Pathfinder's way.
I'm gonna use 1 with the shadows again.
One with the shadows again. I'm not 100% sure we needed this at this stage. A lot of guys on conceal, but they are in cover. I don't think that was quite required necessarily. Again, another misplay there. That rail rifle guy's got a climbing rope, you'd be dropping for free. I think he had the movement there, he probably could have positioned him out of visibility around the corner to not have those shots coming in. Playing bonded, this is really nice. It's also better if you've got more Pathfinders on the field.
I'm just gonna analyze for your
emotional damage!
Yeah, so shoot the Sanctus. You have no cover, I think. But I need one.
Yeah.
This is again very aggressive play, recon drone analysing the sniper and then going at him with the rail rifle. He's injured, but still you're going to be critting on 5s and putting the mortal wounds out as well.
I die, I think.
The critical is 4 damage. So
That's pretty gutting. He's taken that very aggressive play, probably about 50-50 to kill the sniper there.
53.5.
And he's just taken him down to 1 wound, tied him up though.
To do next.
So yeah, this is where that neophyte in the middle, he's GA2, could potentially pressure.
Do you want to position? I move the flamer here. No, sorry, that's stupid. Shit, what do we want to do then? Let me say space. No, so who can do it? Only that guy can do it, I think. That's not cool. So, sorry, but I need to check some lines real quick. Shit. Yeah, it's a fuckload of terrain. Oh, fuck. Sorry for taking my time, this feels like a crucial moment for me. No, fuck me. Yeah, okay, so the Brood Adept is gonna shoot the Chasui in the face. He's not obscured and I see his arm.
But he's out of range?
No. Is he? Shit, okay, then that changes everything. Oh, fuck. I hate this so much. Can you go me? Tiny bit more restrictive. My grenade launcher comes here.
So I think my leader's left side is the problem.
Yeah, that's the blue line that I drew.
But it goes right.
Wait, let me redraw these lines. Super quick. That's a high risk move, but maybe I activate the autogun here. I chuck a grenade at the medical. Or wait, is he within 3? He's not within 3. I'm actually gonna shoot the weapons expert.
Okay, cool. We've got to move. So again, we were talking about that positioning of that rail. With the climbing equipment, he could have dropped, tucked around the corner, and this is avoidable damage at the moment. That's unfortunate that he's been removed there.
Okay, and that's a GA2. So as the next activation.
Okay, another point which I think could be slightly improved. Positioning your Pathfinder slightly further apart. If your opponent can double charge you, that is not ideal. And the neophyte only is one hit to kill the blooded now. Okay, there we go. So again, if the blooded had moved slightly later in the turn, he probably could have picked that guy off, or would have forced him to go somewhere else with hiding. Now the leader's locked in combat. I would not have gone this early with the Shazwi. He's gone for the fight as well. Pretty fortunate there to get the crit, but he needs to get the kill. Crit in 2 hits.
So I can inflict you 4 damage,
Okay, then I hit back for 3.
and then you're dead.
And the Shazwi's down to 1 wound. That centre middle point, I would have probably tried to loot that for 3 turns on this mission.
I'm gonna activate this Brood Adept. He chucks a frag grenade at you.
Again, I think he could have positioned that marksman to probably avoid that. Could have potentially tucked up on those ruins on the right hand side, just where it protrudes a little bit.
And I have another save.
That's not what you want. A choice here, he could potentially loot it. He goes for the charge instead. I don't think that's a terrible move. I would have probably just looted it personally to try and get that point.
So I need to activate this guy next. 3 attacks on a...
A lot of wounded guys from the previous turn being able to be picked off.
Excellent. Nothing else I can do here.
Okay, so an aggressive move down that side from Watapi. Trying to move up as far as possible. Oh no, what is this? Oh mate. He's looted the point and then charged into that neophyte. Trying to get combat support to bring somebody else into fight. This is not the play, I'm afraid. Don't really want to get Pathfinders in melee. Your chances of killing your opponent are pretty slim. If you're going to go Pathfinder melee, the Blooded is pretty good. So wound something, charge him, finish it off with a 3 damage hit, and the Shazwi with the balance as well, really good.
2.
Yeah, 2 guys locked up on that marksman now.
Fight the... No.
If he survives... No, he's not surviving. That's a very unfortunate way to lose your best shot. One with the shadows protecting that guy now if he was on a conceal, but he's on engage, so they are at least going to get some return fire.
Okay, so he's gonna stay here and then shoot.
Yep, 4 or 5.
Again, so he's... I can't remember if he pop bonded this turn, I think he did. So having your guys spaced out that much, not ideal. Not a fan of these charge on the right hand side as well. I'd be looking to shoot and get marker lights and bonded out instead.
Just gonna activate and fight you.
Again, pressed up a little bit too far down that side. Not sure what to do with the medic now. He's gone for the fight and it's not paid off. I would have done something slightly different there. But if you do fall back, you probably get popped by the sniper, so it's not a great position to be in.
I hate this so much, but I'm the VP, man. I move dash, loot.
Okay, Overwatch with the Pathfinder. If you're getting Overwatch as Pathfinders, something's probably gone wrong, unless you've done it as a way to chain your activations, recon drone chain, draw controller chain, and then trying to set yourself up for some Overwatch. Not the case here.
This is fine.
Again, that riding ingress token, really nicely placed. That Grenadier who took a shot from safety turn 1 is now able to move up.
Oh, 5. That's so nice.
Initiative again. Wyrmblade playing Meticulous Plan. So this is really nice, being able to loot those points. Potentially sabotage the Terrace buildings as well.
6 attacks. And I have Ceaseless, but I can't reroll that. But 2 normal hits.
Recon drone shooting into this neophyte, he's got the kill. That's really nice. And then for a second activation, analysing the sniper. I'm not sure the leader was the guy to make this play with. I would have potentially seen if the comms could have sneaked around and drawn a line. I think the leader was well placed there on the objective where we could have tried to loot that point. Now you've got that centre point, you're going to get maximum 2-4 over the course of the game. Charge coming in from Watapi. I would have again preferred if he had fought the other guy there. Would have freed that neophyte up to go do something else. He might have got a shot, but there's not too many incoming shots on him now.
Yeah, not there. Okay, yeah.
As
so
expected,
I hit you for 4. Yeah.
The leader's got the kill there.
Until the end of its activation, the rotor can perform dash actions.
Gutted. The reposition card is misprinted in TTS. It's saying that you need to activate it at the start of the firefight phase. Not the case, you can do it at the start of your activation with a Pathfinder.
The card has been fixed now.
So here he's gone for the fight, and he's got lucky. Got the crit again, but I would have probably been looking to dash away there and take a shot, or even just fall back onto the point.
Yeah, sure.
I think you have to play that at the beginning of the firefight phase.
Would you allow me to still do it? This way?
But you have already used the chassis. It's not even the first activation.
I thought I could do it in, like, it would be just a tech ploy to get out of...
No, it's a bit more complicated than that, yeah.
Okay, so he stayed here. He can he mark a light? Probably not.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So misplays of one with the shadows and reposition helping out with Watapi, but that obscurity and gun drone retain cover misplay helping out Martha Dwarf. So they both made mistakes, but it has balanced out.
Okay, so I hit you for 2, you hit me for 3.
This is a pretty key shot now. That's going to be 1 VP for Watapi at the end of the turn if this guy survives for nowhere unreachable. So again, we're talking about placement of that token. A small thing that could have been improved, but potentially could have netted you 1 VP or denied your opponent 1 VP here. The Icon's having a great time in the middle, looting that point 3 times. However, he has only got the benefit of it once over the course of the game. Not that I think he really needed it too much more, apart from that nice grenade throw with Relentless. Medic falling back, Moss got overrun, so he wants to try and get in for board quarters. Signal beacon could be planted next turn as well, potentially.
Dash here.
And that's really nice. Meticulous plan for a sabotaging move, getting on that point ready to loot it again next turn.
And passes. Nowhere unreachable with this guy. You absolutely did.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
So as mentioned, a bit of a misplay, playing reposition at this stage.
Yes.
Alternative things, you could have potentially gone for a worthy cause with that medic dumping out the signal beacon, hoping you don't get shot off and then they move up. Or they have to try and spend their actions to kill you instead of looting the points.
I throw the frag grenade at you.
Overkill with Coiled Serpent. Expected that Martha Dwarf has had his sky kill off it.
I review capture hostage and infiltrate. I was within 2 of you, outside 6.
Again, classic Wyrmblade ploy, capture hostage and infiltrate. If you're playing against Wyrmblades, their faction tactics aren't amazing. You've got nowhere unreachable, but apart from that, you can probably predict the kind of things they're going to go for. Capture hostage, pretty common.
Serpent on myself. No, it's... No, I can. I use Coiled Serpent on myself.
So Coiled Serpent was already used for that frag grenade throw, so we can't use it a second time.
Okay, so I'm on 2 health, you die.
That's nice, the leader getting killed, taking up the recon drone. But again, that's not the thing that you need to do immediately, potentially. Killing this leader doesn't do anything for you. The best play would have been to just try and keep all your CP to get a reroll with the comms, try and pick that neophyte off on the point, deny no unreachable.
And I loot.
So he is gonna shoot you.
Okay.
So again, minor misplay, he's taking the shot there, but really you would want to mark light first, then shoot.
Okay.
He got lucky there with 4 hits, and he's got the kill.
I die.
Moves, but it's of no benefit for him, I'm afraid.
Yeah, sure. And then I just loot the remaining.
That's everything. Really nice game. I think Watapi played pretty cleanly. Some mistakes from Marv, but I've seen games he's played since and he's improved a lot. This is pretty tough matchup on this map for Pathfinders. If I was to give one tip to both players, I would say for Marv, really keep an eye on your activation control, trying to wait out your opponent, get shots where you can, try and deny them free shots at you. And then for Watapi, I wasn't really a fan of that Kellamorph play turn 1. Potentially throwing him away. I would have liked to have seen something done slightly differently there. But that's it from me. Hopefully you found it useful. Just generally thanks for having me, and best of luck. I'll see you soon.
Man, that was painful to watch. So many broken rules. If I may say one thing in past Watapi and past Mi's defense, it was the dice. Whew, I think we can agree. This analysis was on another level. Thank you so much, RashestFern96. He is a mastermind. Check out his YouTube channel for the most insanely comprehensive strategy guides. Link in the description.